Well, GM, G
To the
M. Great morning, my friends. D-Gens, Diamond Hand Fam, Forge and Fuel Crew, Super Soldiers, One Percenters, Pioneers, Pivoters, Pursuers, Builders, Brothers and Sisters, Hermanos y Hermanas, Mamas y Papas, anyone I may have left out, and anyone in between, welcome back and welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Forge and Fuel, baby. I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl, all cap today, not no cap Swirl. Who's to say, who's to know? And I can't
Stop
thank
the
you
cap.
enough for choosing to stop by and hang out at this morning's show with me and my guys and dive down some motivational and inspirational rabbit holes unlike any other. Now, my friends, you may not know, so let me be the first to tell you. It is October the 25th, 2024, and I hope you're ready to wake up like never before. Because we finally made it to Friday. What did George Jones say? It's finally Friday. We've been working all week. It's finally Friday.
Woo!
Hey, we made it to Friday, baby, but we still got one more show on tap. And you know the
Another one.
drill. We got more motivation, more inspiration, and more good vibrations coming your way than you're gonna know what to do with, baby. So let's not hesitate. Let's not delay. Let's get this proverbial show train steaming on down the tracks. But before we dive into anything, before we get to laughing, crying, or maybe even thinking, I must humbly ask each and every one of you to do a few things. If you can find it in that big old heart of yours to do so, and you haven't already, maybe you could take a quick second to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you're currently adjusting the Forge and Fuel podcast on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell right by that subscribe button too, so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. And also, if you see that like button right around yonder, you might as well hit that bad boy too. And if you're watching the show on X, maybe hit that like, hit that repost, hell, even hit a quote post. Let the people know on the X timeline while you're tuned in live in prime time to FNF this morning. If you're watching on Facebook, hit a like, hit a share, let the people know over there why you're tuned in. Or if you're listening to this show on your favorite podcast directory, like Apple, Spotify, or maybe even Amazon Music, maybe you could think about hitting that follow, or even giving us a 5-star rating, as it only helps us continue to grow and catch a flow over on those podcast directories. And for all of you tuning in live in prime time, or maybe even to the video recording, we can't thank you enough for hitting all of those buttons and get that algorithm going and flowing this morning. But if you haven't yet, and you're thinking, well, why would I hit those buttons? What do I need to subscribe for? What do I need to turn
Be
on the
rude.
notification bells? Well, first of all, don't be rude. You're tuned into this show. I mean, come on, let the people know you are. And if you get something along the way over this next hour and a half or so, baby, that makes you laugh, makes you cry, makes you think, makes you go, I ain't never thought of it that way before. Well, don't be a host, share the show, be a friend, tell a friend, let the people know, and we will proceed with this morning's flow. My friends, I'm not the only one here. It's not just me. You don't just have to hang out with COLT on this beautiful Friday. No. We got the co-host with the mo-host, and he's about to hop on a tin can to get out of that foreign land and come back to the HQ and get a little R&R going on for the weekend. But he's still in the hole in the desert. We're going to have to talk to him there this morning, not at the HQ. So, my friends, here to say, how do you do? And joining us just as he does every single morning. You know him, but I'll tell you about him anyway, just in case you don't. He is the owner of the Grandpa Ape Country Club,
What?
the lead pro on the greens, if you will.
What?
A professional DJ with a wide-ranging musical catalog, known for swirling two songs in together to make them one. Honestly, more songs in that musical catalog than you'll know what to do with, making him a human iPod.
What?
He is a purveyor of positive vibes.
What?
A curator of high-level energies.
What?
A certified PLP pusher.
What?
Once again, the jet plane flying.
What?
McLaren driving.
What?
Rolex rocking.
What?
Traveling man, always getting on a tin can to go complete some mission in a foreign land.
What?
But now back to the HQ where he is, the president of St. Louis, Missouri.
What?
My man, your guy, the one, the only, with an emphasis on the one.
What?
He's DJ Swirl One. Great morning, Swirl One. How you doing?
What's up, everybody? Man, I'm alive. I'm awake. It is 5 a.m. in the morning over here. And yes, I'm already packed up. As you can see, the room is nice and tidy because I don't leave messes everywhere. And I made sure that I put all my stuff ready. So when this is done, all I got to do is fold up the laptop, off to the plane, my friends. But not before we don't start this day the right way. On the weekend tip, TGIF. I mean, there's all kinds of great stuff. If you have no pulse, this will give you a little pulse. If you have no warmth in your heart, you might catch a little bit of vibe, and maybe it'll be like the Grinch. It'll grow it from this side to, you know what I mean? So just throwing that out there. One of those things you can do for us, though, is start off by getting the water right there. See, maybe you got a separate one that's cool too. I mean, just make sure. Oh, nice grandpa cup. I saw that over there. That was pretty good looking. Look at that right there, right? Also, I did, just like I always do, I sent out a link yesterday for this year's show. Maybe you could do the same today. Send out a link to somebody, even if you don't want to post it on your timeline because, oh my gosh, my timeline is so clean. I don't want people to think anything from me. Guess what? We don't care. Nobody cares, bro. Get out there and have a good time. Let people know what we're doing every day. They wonder why you're in such a good mood. Let them know. Show them the show. Hey, I'm just telling you. But before I continue on and get too far down the road, I know we got a hell of a show. Shout out to DZ, who's in the back over there, Mr. Producer, doing all the good stuff with us, making sure he sound great, look great as well. I'm going to yield back while we start these Friday vibes. Right. I mean, I'm feeling pretty right now, bro. I could have felt a lot worse yesterday, but I feel a lot better now.
Well, I'm glad you feel good. Vegas can certainly chew you up and spit you out one time, and I'm glad that it hadn't done that to you this time around. That's good.
No, I can feel it right here, though. I can just the talking, the breathing, and the smoke.
You love that. You gotta love that. Hey, need a little reset, some fresh air in St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, and it's not even I get home tonight, and we're back at it, baby. So hey,
yes, sir.
No rest for the wicked, buddy. That's what it is.
Who's to say? Who's to know? I tell you, I'm feeling pretty good this morning. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I got me a new chair, live into prime time, nice little swivel. And hey, if any point in time, so what Swirl's saying just gets boring, I'll just see you later, Swirl,
motherfucker.
I'm sorry. Oh shit! I'm feeling good. Got the back feeling good. I'm feeling great, man. This thing's good. I don't know. Maybe it's just the energy. I just got like some different energy in the chair. I don't know what it is.
I'm a little bounce, bro. You got a little bounce going.
It's got a little something to it. This is good. Man, it feels good over here. I tell you what.
Telling me your hydraulics do work on that thing.
Oh, very well. Ska-chink, ska-chink, ska-chink. Oh, shit. Well, my friends, we are here live in prime time, episode 597. Once again, October the 25th, 2024. We hope you're ready to wake up like never before. And if you're not, well, that's okay, because we got plenty of show coming your way. I was checking my pulse. I got a little bit of a pulse. I need to come a little bit more alive here yet this morning. Who's to say, who's to know? And today, my friends, we got to start this show off a very specific way. One way that we start every single show. We start with a little chuckle, a little ha-ha, a little funny for your morning. We don't like to start it off all serious and buttoned up and listen to what we have to say. Ho, 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 ho. We like to show you we're regular old humming beings too. We like to do a little laughing. So this morning, we're going to do a little laughing courtesy of a young man. I came across his Instagram page months ago, maybe even years ago at this point now. And he has a knack for making good morning posts, but they are not typical good morning posts. No, they smack you square in the soul, and they might just make you chuckle a little bit. Who's to say, who's to know? But here this morning to tell us great morning is the man, the myth, the legend. I wish I knew his name. Can't think of it off the top of the dome, but here he is now. Great morning. One time for the one time.
Morning, the juicy fruit. Looking like a cutie, sweet sugar beauty. Just want to say, baby doll. Happy morning. Good morning, the juicy fruit. Looking like a cutie, sweet sugar beauty. Just want to say, baby doll. Happy morning.
What is that? Where does one come up with this? All of a sudden, hey, I'm gonna go. Like, I don't even know how to do that. What is that?
Good morning there, beauty. Looking like a sweet sugar beauty. Who's to say? Who's to know? That just gets me every time. Just a good one right there. Hey, give me a little one more time, DZ. I just need it.
Morning, the juicy fruit. Looking like a cutie, sweet sugar beauty. Just want to say, baby doll. Happy morning.
He does the.
Why?
Woo!
And somewhere along the line, he's like, "I'm gonna do this in a video."
He's made it a lot, and that has become his tagline. Now at the end of all of his videos, he's got his little.
That's pretty good. I like that. That was good. I have not seen that one. That was a good one.
All right. Well, I gotta go turn a fan on. I'm already hot. I'm sweating. I'm laughing. It's hot in here. Holy shit. And I'm ready to get into it. I'm ready to dive in one time for the one time. Let's get a little sharper. Let's file down the edges. Let's get the sides of the sword ready to slice right through those obstacles and turn them into opportunities all weekend long. Your final one of the week. It is your sharpening session. Alrighty then, my friends, let's dive right in to get this proverbial show plane soaring through the skies of change. As we get into your opening segment of the day, if you didn't see the title of the show, that is your topic here as we begin this morning's flow. And it is, I become what I say I am. I become what I say I am. And if you're a fan of the program, you might have noticed over the last few episodes here, last few weeks especially, we've been talking about not saying stupid shit. And yesterday we talked about stopping doing stupid shit. Talked about 9 things that you can stop doing that'll help you stop living a stupid life and a more fulfilled life. And we've been talking a lot about speaking things into existence. And if you can't be positive about it, at least don't be negative about it and find that neutrality, if you will. And I've been thinking a lot on that, and I've been really trying to apply it to my life in every little area and simple little aspect and avenue. And, you know, I have a couple of stories to share with you, a couple of quotes, and just some perspective that I've really been thinking on the whole topic of I become what I say I am. And, you know, I started thinking about some examples yesterday as I was just putting this together. Number one would be money, right? Oh, the big scary money. Oh, shit. Capp's talking about money this morning. Oh, no. Look, I know it's hard right now. I know times are tough, and I'm sure Swirl will even back me up and say times are tough, and you know he is much more astute than I. Times are tough for everyone. It's not easy out there. But I'll tell you what makes it tougher is if you live in a mindset of scarcity. Oh, how am I going to pay this bill? Oh, no, that bill's coming due at the end of the month and I just can't figure it out. Oh, no, I just simply can't save anything. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to save because I got to have that Starbucks. Okay. Well, you're speaking all those things into existence. You're speaking negatively about your ability to save, your ability to stack funds, your ability to invest, your ability to cover your bills. If you look back over the course of all those things that you're worrying about right now, you've probably had to experience them before. Ask yourself this: did I make it through? Did I survive? And am I now at the point where I'm starting to thrive. And maybe just because I'm starting to thrive, now is my time to get back into the hallway of life and have to grind a little harder and figure something out and try things that I've never done before. People say, oh, I'll never be a millionaire because where I come from and I don't know what I'm going to ever do. Well, the way to change that from scarcity to abundance, I become what I say I am. I am a millionaire. They just haven't paid me yet. I'm going to be the first millionaire in my family. My family's going to know what it's like to be associated with a millionaire because of me. My family's going to know what it's like to live in the millionaire lanes because of me. That's my mindset. I wake up every day and there ain't nothing cocky about that at all. That is simply living the life of abundance. And when a bill comes up, inevitably, yeah, it doesn't feel good. You don't want to pay a bill. You don't want to get rid of your money. You want to keep it. I understand. But if you say, I pay this bill now and I know it's going to bring something for me in the future, or maybe it's your light bill. Oh, fucking, if you're just like me, fucking light bill went up another $30 this month. Fucking $100 for the light bill. Gosh, we're never going to be able to afford to live. Switch that around. Wow, I'm grateful I got a little dough in the pocket to be able to keep the lights on. I'm glad I can pay this light bill so I can keep that food in the fridge cold. I'm glad I can pay this light bill so I can keep my fish tank running. I'm glad I can pay this light bill so I can sit around on Saturday and play Xbox. I'm glad I can pay this light bill so I can enjoy my home and not be cold and freezing. And I can actually stay in a place. That's the difference. What about your job or your career? Oh, Sally's better than me. I'll never get that opportunity. Oh, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get that promotion. The boss just doesn't like me. Switch it around. You know what? Me and my boss haven't had the best relationship in the past, but I tell you what, I'm going to do everything right now to show him why I am the man for the job. I'm going to show him why I deserve that promotion. It may not be in my path right now, maybe not 6 months, maybe not a year, maybe not 3 years, but I'm believing that promotion is mine. And I'm going to work my ass off regardless of how much bullshit my boss throws at me. I'm going to handle it with a smiling face. It's the difference of having a frown and a smile when you're doing the various things of life. And it can be the same with business. Oh, that business is never going to start. Oh, I don't know. I've been really working on this business plan, but oh shit, now something came up and oh, this wasn't on my plan. Oh, I got to pack it in. Oh, look, something came up. Wow, this is an opportunity for me to try something different, to get better, to maybe find a whole new avenue of business. Relationships. It's the same thing. Oh, I'm never going to find a wife. Oh, I'm never going to find a husband. I hate men. How many men haters do you know, or woman haters? Either way, vice versa. Oh, this is bullshit. I hate the women nowadays. Switch it around. God, make me into the man you need me to be in order to be the best father, the best husband, the best significant other. Make me who you want me to be. God, I know you're going to send me somebody when I'm good and ready. Right now, I'm not ready for some reason. I think I am, but you know I'm not. Send me that person whenever I'm ready, and I know it's going to be the exact right person for me. Your health. Man, talk about that all the time. I've talked about getting under 315 on the bar and having nothing but failure on the mind. Oh, I'm not going to be able to lift that heavy-ass weight. It's too heavy for me. Oh, no, there's no way I could do all those extra reps. I'm not strong enough for that. Ooh, that's 315 over there. That's just light. I'm going to get underneath that, and I'm going to make that go up and down one time. Ooh, that's lightweight right there. Ooh, hey, and nobody else can do 20 reps on that set, but I can. Watch me go do it right now. The simple shift of mindset and all the little things that you go throughout the day, whatever you're chasing after, whatever success means to you, stop speaking negatively about it. Stop saying, oh, I don't know if this will happen. Oh, whatever. And you'll hear in just a little bit, I'll share my story of how simple the areas and avenues of life where you speak negatively about them, the negative thing happens, and how easy it is in the small, tiny little areas to speak positive and watch this stuff have value. There's a couple of quotes. Speak what you seek until you see what you said. Speak what you seek until you see what you said. This one really hits me because we talked about it ad nauseum of how many entrepreneurs stop within their first 1 to 3 years of business. And I believe, number one, it's because they don't know how to pivot. They don't know how to get away from their plan, but they forget to speak about the vision. They stop speaking about what they believe. The reason why I pinned that millionaire post on the Diamond Hand Media Group X is for me some days. Some days I got to open that page and see that thing and say, yeah, you know what? That's where we're going. I'm a millionaire. They just haven't paid me yet. Instead of waking up, getting on X and saying, oh, look at all these millionaires, man. I'm never going to be a millionaire. What the fuck? This is so stupid. Ugh. No. I'm going to keep speaking it until what I'm seeking is in my life. That is the power of speaking things into existence, saying it over and 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 over again until it comes into your life. Speak what you seek until you see what you said, and what we speak becomes the house we live in. Talk about yesterday. Stop treating your house like shit. What we speak becomes the house we live in. How we speak about our physical, how we speak about our mental, how we speak about our financial, how we speak about our business, how we speak about our relationships, how we speak about our health. All of it becomes the house we live in. So if you know that fact, why would you not speak positive? Why would you not speak with the utmost confidence and drive and fire and passion? If you know that the words you say are literally the building blocks for the house that you're going to live in one day, why would you not make them the most beautiful, perfect, amazing, corners cut, just the best bricks you've ever seen in your life? Why do you shortchange your house on shitty bricks? You wouldn't build a normal house with terrible fucking bricks that had half of them cut off and chunks missing. Why do you put those bricks out into the world? Why are you trying to build your own personal house of your mentality with those bricks? It's never going to work. I'll leave you with this. I was having a great conversation with my Aunt Donnie yesterday. For those of you don't know, you won't know, but that is Dawn Thayer, Delta 24 in the chat. And we were having a great conversation just of life, love, the pursuit of happiness, just everything in between. And towards the end of the conversation, we started talking about our Thanksgiving. Every single year, the Brazes get together the week before Thanksgiving. So that way we can do our own extended families and all that stuff the week of Thanksgiving. It's always been our thing. And every single year, there's always some crazy ass weather catastrophe, a snowstorm, a this, a that, a whatever it is. It's always bananas. And we started talking about it, and Aunt Donnie said, man, I'm just hoping it's warm. I said, wait a minute, Aunt Donnie. I said, I know it's going to be warm. I said, I know when I show up down in Decatur on the 23rd, I know it's going to be one of the most beautiful days that I've ever seen in my life. I said, you know what I know? I know this year we're not even going to have to wear sweatshirts outside. I know this year global warming is going to be on our side. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling like it's going to be the best damn Thanksgiving we've ever had. We ain't going to have to worry about not no single one snowstorm. Said, wow. That's a hell of a mindset. I like that. I said, hey, Donnie, it's the life of abundance. It's what we talk about every single day. I'm done staying stupid shit. And if I can't at least speak positive about something, I'm not going to speak negative about it. And I'm not going to say, oh, hope I don't have to battle a snowstorm on the way home. Oh, that weather probably is going to be bad. It's bad every single year. Well, why is that? Maybe because we're speaking it into existence every single time we talk with each other as a family. And I told Aunt Dawn, I said, hey, let's try something different this year. So I decided to speak positive about that weather. Speak positive about the Thanksgiving coming up. I'm not going to speak negative about anything. And it can be, again, in those small, little, tiny moments. Talking about a Thanksgiving get-together and what the weather's going to be like during the Thanksgiving get-together. I refuse to talk negative, even on things that minuscule and minor and seem like they have no bearing on anything in this earth or in your life. I promise you they do. And maybe that snowstorm leads to something else, another bullshit. And oh my gosh, you're living in a negativity and I can't catch a break. Wow. Maybe that's why people can't catch a break, because they can't figure out how to be positive. And when they see somebody who is, they say, oh, he's toxically positive. He don't know what he's doing. He can't possibly be that happy because I'm not. Because I've been building my house with shitty bricks. And there's no way he can have good bricks. No way.
Emotional damage.
I know what side of the argument I'm trying to sit on with that. Hope you do too. So, my friends, we become what we say we are. We get what we believe we deserve. And we receive that what we seek. Know that, believe that, and let it change your fucking life. Who's to say, who's to know? What do you think, Swirl One?
I wrote down all kinds of stuff here. I'm fired up because, you said it towards the end there, but people treat their house like shit every single day. And as I'm looking around this room, I'm in a hotel room right now. I'm always in hotel rooms, but I basically live on the road. So I actually treat my hotel rooms just like my house. I make sure they're clean. My bed is made. Everything is done. Like literally I look around, I'm completely cleaned up. Like I don't leave messes for people, none of that. And it's because, you know what? I'm going to have to come back here and dwell in this place later on. And people don't understand that. You dwell in your own thoughts. You dwell in your own negativity. And as you're sitting there in your life and things are happening, you're sitting there, just like Mac Miller said, in the shit. Does it smell or does it not? Right? How long have you been sitting there? Right? That's the thing. And I look at it too, because you talked about money, and money itself, really, people worry about it in a way of like, hey, it's something that comes and goes. It's fleeting. It's like a napkin. You use it, throw it away. No, that's not what it is. Money's a tool. And when you realize that it's a tool, you realize this. If you look at the toolboxes you have at your house, do you ever just throw away your hammer? Do you use the hammer one time and throw it away? Oh, well, don't need that tool ever again. It hit one nail. All right, let's do that and be done with it, right? What about that screwdriver? Do you take that screwdriver and you use it? You get one screw in, you're like, all right, cool. That one's done. Let me throw that away, right? But that's what people do with their money. That's what they literally do. They don't think about it like a tool. Would you take a hammer you bought brand new, you hit one nail with it and throw it away? No, then why do you do that with your money? Why do you take every single day and think, you know what? I already don't make enough money. I'm worried about all these different things that I can't pay. So let me go and hit one nail with this $1 and throw it away. In other words, let me go buy a coffee today. Let me go use this ATM and not worry about what the ATM fee is, right? That is literally throwing away your tools, right? You need to make sure that you keep those tools around and that those tools are helping you to build more, to get more, to make a better structure, right? That's the biggest thing about it. So your money is literally a tool that allows you to be able to create, build, make your life better. And if you know that's what it is, then you stop throwing it away. You stop using it as a single-use tool. That's a big deal. A lot of people don't think of money that way. Hey, I know this. If you take $1 and you put it somewhere and you give it just a little chance of getting 5%, right, in a year, I promise you that dollar will be pretty powerful. If it's only $1, if you just let it go for 5% for 10 years, you're going to have more than $1 there. You're going to have more than one tool, if you will, right? And I don't think people have that thought process when it comes to money. I think they literally look at money as something that's a finite amount. Like there's not enough of it. Well, if there's anything the government that is taught you this year, they can print as much of this stuff as you absolutely want. And let me just tell you this, the more that they print, the more you can get, the easier it is to get. And I'm like, what do you mean, Swirl? Is it easier to get? Yes, it's easier. They're literally handing it out on a silver platter to everybody out there. You know why they call it making money? Because they start with zero. They put something out there. Capp gives me something for what I had. And all of a sudden now I made it out of nowhere, right? That's the difference. People don't understand. Instead of trying to use your time to go and exchange it for the money, realize that the tool you have is what you use to create more wins for you in the future. So that's a big one. And that's where the work part comes in. People go in and they think, hey, I got to have a higher minimum wage, right? I keep hearing about that. Well, buddy, let me tell you something. If you were the business owner of that, you would realize right away that a higher minimum wage doesn't create a better worker. It never has. It's not the case. It creates laziness and it creates people who are literally out there being complacent with their life. They're willing to go in and say, look, I will sacrifice the most precious thing I have in my entire life, which is the minutes that I have in my life, for $20, for $15, right? That just, man. And then when they're done, they take that money and they go and blow it, right? Buy some coffee with it. And if you think about that and you go, wait, here, so I get paid $16 an hour and I'm going to go to Starbucks. Oh, wait, hold on. I just got paid and I only got 45% because the government took theirs. So really, in order to make $16, I had to work 2 hours. So that's 2 hours of my life that I'm going to go and spend $8 on a coffee. Wow. You guys just hear what I just said? I'm going to go spend 2 hours of my life to go buy an Americano. What? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why would you ever do that? Why wouldn't you do something with that tool that you have that you get for exchanging your most valuable asset? Why wouldn't you use that to get something big for you, to save for something later, to make sure that, hey, what, I can buy 50 coffees for the amount that I spend on a month on one coffee a day, right? That's the one thing people don't realize. And with that, when you're working on that and you think about those kind of things and you're like, man, I'm not willing to trade my most valuable asset of time for anything in this life that I don't want to do or don't want to give. That's the biggest thing. I always tell people I haven't punched a clock since I was 18. Well, why is that? Well, the reason being is because I realized right away, well, wait a minute. This person yelled at me because I didn't show up and spend time in their area for $10, $15 an hour, or whatever it might be inside their business. But they didn't know I was with my family member. They didn't know I was with somebody who no longer lives today. They don't know that I might have been working on this physique that I might have. And in those moments, I don't care how much you pay me. I don't want to get away from my family member right then. I don't want to get away from that. And I don't care how much it is. So you have to understand that when somebody says, hey, I'll pay you a $20 for your hour of your time, buddy, that's not enough. And if it is $20 you're getting for it, then how are you going to maximize that time? Are you just going to throw it away? Or are you going to get that $20 and say, look, I spent an hour of my time to get this $20. I'm not getting rid of it that easy. Nobody's taking this from me. As a matter of fact, I'll spend $1 or $2, but the rest of it is going in a vehicle that's going to help me later on in time, because time will also help this tool. And that's a big part of it. So the other part that he said too is speak what you seek until you see what you say. That's a big one. And I am 100%. I've been telling everybody about, and guys, I use the things that we say in here every single day to my own, literally to my own advantage. I don't just say this stuff. I'm out there thinking it. I don't think negative. If I can't think positive about it, I'm right in the middle. Hey, right in the middle. Yeah, this is going to work out regardless of what happens. That's a neutrality mindset, right? You're not looking for one or the other, right? You don't get too high or too low on things. That's what it's all about in this life. When you understand that everything you have is within your power and you're allowing yourself to be able to manifest, that's what they call it, manifest, right? Really, all you're doing is bringing those good vibes to everything you're doing. Hey, I'm not going to fail. Hey, today's going to be a good day. Hey, somebody goes, oh, the weather's coming in and it's going to be bad or whatever. Oh, man, I love the winter, right? I know you might not believe that, but here's the thing. We have to exist in it. You know, one thing you can do during the winter is you can actually, people hibernate in the winter and they get better at things. That's why what do they call it? I forget what they call it when a gym guy goes over. They call it the snowburnation or whatever. Anyway, where all you wear is big stuff, but you're still working your ass off. So when you come out in the summertime, everything you've done during that quote unquote winter where nobody wants to do anything shows out in the sun. That's the difference. You have to treat your house like it's yours, like you're going to dwell in it, like you're going to be in it all the time. The money you make is literally a vehicle that will help you later to build a better house, a life, physique, help your family out. You never know. There's going to be a time here soon, and I've been talking about it. We all have older parents. Sooner or later, we're going to have to do something to help our parents out, just like our parents helped our grandparents out. What are you going to do then, right? Capp talked about having the right person by your side. Are you searching for that everywhere you look? And if that's a number one thought process, oh, I got to find me a girlfriend. I got to find me a girlfriend. Oh, I got to, buddy, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have a hard time with it. Same thing, females too. You're going to have a hard time with that. But once you find the person inside of you that you're proud of being and that you can hold up, and plus, that you're not wasting your tools, all of a sudden the life of abundance starts to come to you. All these different things that you wanted, they start to just literally attract to you, because you know why? You set yourself up that way. You didn't say bad things. You treated your house the right way. You've been cleaning your house every day, and you're not throwing away your tools. Stop buying $8 coffees with 2 hours of your life.
Well, damn. Whew. Oh, hello. Great morning, Swirl One. Hot damn.
I
Just
blacked
dropping
out.
some bombs. I hope you guys brought your fire extinguishers to the show this morning. Holy shit. Woo! We got some clips there, boy. I tell you one time for the one time, man, manifestation. I've talked about it so much, and I love the perspective you shared on that right there. Just bringing the good vibes and the energy to everything you're doing. Every little thing. And if you're not getting what you think you deserve, or you're not getting to the product through your process that you think you are supposed to get, chances are you're not bringing the vibes to every little thing. You're not fired up in every little area. There's still things that you need to learn in order to get to that next level of yourself. It's just how this life works. And I'm literally going through it myself right now. I am in the fucking hallway city. And I spend my days speaking positively and then sitting back and saying, all right, what did I miss? All right, what? Oh, wait a minute. That was yesterday and I did it. I had a new outcome. Oh my gosh, I learned, right? And I've said that a million times before. Maybe you haven't heard me say it. If you get in the same outcome with a different result, it means you truly learned. It means you gain the knowledge. It means you know what you need to do in that situation now. So whenever it comes up again over the course of your life, more money, more problems, probably going to be bigger. You're going to look at it and say, oh, fuck, I've done that before. No problem. We can get through that. Easy peasy, Japanesey. It doesn't get easier. You don't get stronger. No. Sorry. The weight doesn't get lighter. That's backwards. Backwards. The weight doesn't get lighter. You get stronger. You get better. You get smarter. Life doesn't get easier. The challenges, the trials, the tribulations don't magically go away when you become a millionaire. Once again, more money, more problems. They get harder. You get more pressure. The bigger you get, it doesn't get easier. It just simply does not get easier. That's why people don't reach those next levels of lives, because they don't become the best versions of themselves. Oh, why can't I find a girlfriend? Well, have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately, Johnny? You know that little beer gut going over your fucking belt right there? Probably should fix that up. You know that fucking scruffy ass beard that looks like you never fucking shave it. It's all patchy all on one side. Shave that fucker off. You look retarded, bro. You just do. You're not impressing anybody with that patchy fucking thing. And I talk shit because I ain't got a patchy fucking thing, all right? I have this all because it take me a lot of fucking work to get it to look this damn good, all right? For crying out loud. So what are you doing? How are you presenting yourself to the world? How are you letting the world present itself to you? Huh? What mindset are you attacking the world? Are you in that scarcity mindset and you're just viewing the world like everyone's out to get you and you can't ever catch a break and blah, 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 Eeyoring your way through life? Thanks for noticing me. Duh. Come on, man. It ain't no thanks for noticing me when I walk in the room. I kick the fucking door down and I say, what up, everybody? How we feeling? How we living? I was telling Mama Capp, I went to vote on Tuesday. And I'm going to tell you, not just the blue pill and the what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you making that decision? But the amount of people who are just so low energy and vibrational. The entire place, and I mean, this was a massive building, lines stretched around the whole place, and there was not a person smiling. Not a single person smiling. So I turned around, I started talking to the guy behind me, and I could probably guess he's probably not voting the same as me or Swirl One. But we started to have a conversation, and he started laughing. I started laughing. We started talking bullshit. I know we're probably not on the same side of the aisle, but I decided to laugh with him. And then we get up to the line where they got to scan your ID and everybody's fucking, it's like prison, right? I mean, everybody's in line, just fucking. I get up there. Young lady, how we doing? What's going on? Hey, you've been working hard. It looks like everybody around here is miserable as shit. Let me be the light in your day. Well, hi, young man. How are you? Okay, let me check you. I said, why is everybody so miserable around here? This shit's crazy. I mean, shit, we're just changing America. We get an opportunity to have our voices heard. And everybody's looking around like, who the fuck is this guy? Sign my shit. I get my license back. I walk around the corner and they got all these blue lines on the floor, right? You got to follow the blue lines. Yeah, it's like fucking prison. And the whole time I'm just laughing like the system. My gosh, the system is so fucked. And I'm like, let me make some fun of this. Let me have some fun with this, right? So I get over to the blue line. And, hey, everybody, you better be straddling this blue line now. Y'all, hey, I see you over there. You better get 2 toes on that sucker. You don't want, hey, you seen that lady come around the corner? She be yelling at you. Y'all don't want that action. I'm telling you, y'all don't want that action. Everybody started kind of laughing. 2 seconds later, guy steps off the line. Wonderful young lady. I'm sure she is. Just wasn't bringing the vibes that day. Come walking around the corner. Sir, back on the line. I looked around at everybody. I said, I done tried to tell you, dumbasses. I mean, look around. You see, it's fucking crazy around here. And all those frowns started to turn into smiles. And everybody started kind of chuckling. And now people in front of me were turning around and talking to each other. And people in the space were now starting to say things. And was I the catalyst for that? You bet your fucking ass. You bet your fucking ass I was. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I can go into any fucking place and set the tone and the standard no matter what the fuck is going on. And when I walked out of that building and the line was wrapped around and everybody out there was looking depressed as shit because they didn't want to waste their Tuesday, I said, hey, young man, what's going on? You looking good. Young lady, what's, hey, my truck's over there. Y'all don't mind I get around you. I don't want to run you over. I want you to be able to vote. You know, I just let me get right. Yeah, right there. Okay. And now there's more smiles in this line, right? But I decided to set that tone. I decided to live in the life of abundance. I decided to bring the energy to a place where there was none. That's the difference between us and everybody else out there.
So funny you say that. So, the other day, well, let me start here. Let me back up. I got my 2 points I wrote down and then I'll branch off to that. But first off, people talk about being a millionaire all the time. Okay, let me tell you something. You need to be more than a millionaire because as soon as you spend $1 and you become a millionaire, you're not a millionaire anymore. So let me just throw that out there. Like just because you have $1 million doesn't mean you're a millionaire. You know what that means? You have 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. That's what that means. So people think, oh, I'm going to make $1 million. And once I make $1 million, I've made it. Okay, well, what are you going to do? You're going to go buy your $400,000 house. Now you don't have $1 million.
Yeah, you know what? You keep thinking that. It makes it easier for guys like me in the world.
Yeah. I'm just saying. That's the truth, right? So I'm okay with that. So that's the first thing I'll say on that. Here's the other thing. We talked about the patchy beards and everything. So interesting thing. And I'm just going to, you can learn and get great influences from things that you see, even in the weirdest places. And I'm not, like I said, I like sports. I've always liked sports my whole life, but there's one reason why I'm always clean shaven. And yes, I can create a beard. I can, no problem.
He's got a sexy chin strap, kids. I'll let you know his chin strap is, sexy as all.
I can really do it. It really can't come out. I mean, it'll get.
You don't want it. You don't want it. It takes him from an 8 to a 12. You don't.
Yeah. So anyway. So the point of that is this. I'm a Yankee fan, right? I've always been a Yankee fan. And one of the things about the Yankees is this. When you play for the Yankees, you can't have long hair. You can't have facial hair. And you know why? It's because they keep their house a certain way. There is a standard to being a Yankee and wearing those pinstripes that literally levels everybody up. So when people literally have come to the Yankees from the Red Sox, from the Dodgers or whatever, they have literally the first thing when they come out there, everybody can't wait to see their clean face. That's a culture. Right. And I took and I adopted that. So I stay clean shaven every day. I don't have a problem with people that have beards. I think they're great. Right. One, I don't want to maintain the damn thing. I know they're itchy. I hate the damn things. I hate them.
It sucks.
I'm telling you. So the best thing I can do is every day people are like, man, you're always looking fresh. It's like, why wouldn't I? This is my house. I have to present every single day, one way or another. Why would I ever go out looking lackadaisical about the temple that I have to be in on a daily basis? Why would I ever show up? That's why I get ready for the show. I take a shower. I do all the things. I am so ready for the day. By the time this is done, I just close and I'm off, baby. And we're doing our thing. And to that point, you talked about bringing the energy in the room. And I was telling the boys yesterday in the green room about, what we did the other night. And as a team, we gave out a whole bunch of money to a lot of people here in Vegas. And, I operate a certain part of it where I actually hand the money to these people. So, they go through a really cool event, cool things are happening. They've earned this over, so many months that they've worked throughout the years to help us. And we put together this event for them. We should just give them a bunch of money and send them out into Vegas. I mean, a lot of money. We're talking 8 figures kind of money, like big money. Giving out all kinds of stuff from rollies to you name it, it's going out there. And so in years past, we've always been in the same room as the event. So as things are happening, I can see on stage, something going on, and then I can see that person kind of come all the way down to get paid, right? So I can see their excitement from them, I don't know, pulling 25 grand or 200,000 or whatever money they have, and then they come down, and then I'm the one over there handing them the actual $100. I can see that, right? So the energy's there, right? Well, it wasn't like that the other day. When I got in there, where the money was and where the event was two totally different areas. And when I mean totally, it was separated by a massive hallway. And inside this other room, not one note of music playing, not one person walking around entertaining. And I'm standing there and I'm one of 7 people that is going to be handing out to 1,000 people money. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? And so you know what I did? I became the energy. I'm the one that was bringing the energy. I'm the one as the people were sitting in line, bored out of their mind because things weren't happening. Hey, what are you doing? How you doing? Nice costume. What's going on? I was just fired up, had my hand up. Hey, if you need help, you can come to me. I'll give you some cash, right? They would come up in 2 and 3 and 4 around me. And there'd be people waiting just to get to me. You know why? Because nobody else over there was saying those things. They were like, oh, hey, you want to hear me do this and help you real quick. Nah, hell no. What'd you get, bro? When this is the one thing, before they would come up, gave them their lanyards, right? So we know who they were. But one of the best things I would do, I'd look across. As soon as I saw them coming, I would glance down. We've talked about this before. I would know their name before they would even realize they were wearing a lanyard. And I'm like, hey, Chris, how you doing, man? Long time no see. And they feel like I'm a friend. The next thing you know, we're talking like, and I don't know these people from Adam, but I knew every one of their names before they saw me. And next thing you know, they go, who are you? And they looked at my name like, wow, that's a cool name. I'm telling you what, you can change the entire world anytime you want. You can make anything better. You can be the catalyst to anything. Everywhere you are, you have the opportunity to bring that energy. And even if there's no music, no people, no nothing like that, set the tone. Because everybody around you, there was people looking at me like I had 10 heads. I kept my hand up over here. Hey, come over here. Come over here. I'd see them. They look at, hey. And they were like, who's this guy? And they come over and I'd be like, hey, what's up, Yaz? How you doing? Yaz, well, how do you know my name? I'm like, they'd say, but you weren't lanyard, bro. I'm just going to tell you. But they don't think of that kind of stuff. And that's the wonderful thing about it is people are out there literally living every day in such a low vibration that they don't have enough energy and confidence in their life to even give themselves some pep in their steps. So how the hell are they going to give it to Capp? How the hell are they going to give it to me? They're not going to out energy me ever. So that's why a lot of people don't stay high. They don't get up on that high vibration. You know why? Because they don't know how to do it. They haven't been practicing it. It's not something that they can put into every day. And once they start doing that, and here's the key. We've talked about this. Stop the negative mindset. Stop saying, doing, and thinking stupid shit. If you will start thinking at least neutral on that stuff, I promise you'll get more energy. The problem is everybody thinks up every day of one reason why their day is not going to be what it is or what it's supposed to be or not going to amount to what they want it to be. And you know what? They don't stop and say, you know what? I haven't even done this yet. I have the ability to change it. And I'm not going to allow this day to do that today. I'm going to kick some ass just like today. Buddy, 4 o'clock this morning, I'm getting up. Okay. I'm going to fly 4 hours home. Okay. I'm going to get right off that plane. Guess what I'm going to do? Hop right in the camera. I'm going to go get my haircut. Right. Come on. I got to keep that up. I'm going to get back. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to start answering tickets inside there. I'm going to get on GAC Spaces with all the energy that you're finding right now. And then I'm going to end up at the end of that, turning on the turntables and we're going to bust out a party like nobody's business tonight. And do you think I'm worried about being tired? I'm not tired. I'm inspired for greatness. I'm going to show up every day because I deserve it. I'm going to show up every day because you know what? If I don't, nobody will do it for me. Cap's not going to be sitting here watching me. He's not going to help me when I get on that plane today and help push somebody's bag up onto the top or help somebody move around or help the blind guy across the street. That's not going to happen unless I do it. Right? So stop using those tools you have as throwaway items, whether it's your money, your confidence, your energy, your time, your livelihood, all depends on how you use your tools.
Yeah,
Another one.
boy. Oh shit. If you are ready to live a more fulfilled and powerful and positive life after this first 52 minutes, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. You ain't got a heart beating inside of your chest. I mean, everything that Swirl just said there combined with what I said, that is literally how you can start living in abundance, man. And it's literally Like, Swirl trained me on this shit, man. Like, I hope you guys can see how I've just slowly got a little better. You know, I want people, we've talked about that before. I want people to say, yo, who trained you? And that guy, check it out. Check it out. Oh, shit, I want to know about him. I don't want people to look at me and say, oh, you do the show with this guy who's this stud and fucking out here crushing it in the game, and I look at you outside of the show and now your knuckles dragging and you're fucking worrying and crying and bitching and moaning. That just doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. And I just choose to live in the life of abundance, man. Every little area and aspect. And I love what you said. Every single day, somebody finds at least one thing of how their day is going to go wrong. Stop it. Knock it the fuck off. You are literally standing in your own way. That is what we were talking about. It's all in your head. And if you are waking up in your bed in the morning and you are in the Rolodex of your mind, oh, Johnny did and Sally did, and I got to do this. And when I do this, and this is going to go bad, and your fucking head pops off of your body before you even push your toes into the ground for the day. Stop doing that to yourself. And I can say that because I used to do that to myself. And it is the shittiest fucking way to live. Nothing but anxiety, nothing but fear, nothing but depression. You start questioning, should I go on a pill? Should I go see a doctor? Maybe I should go see a fucking shrink. I don't know. And then all of a sudden you realize, wait a minute, none of these fucking people, none of these fucking pills, none of this shit can change what I gotta do. They don't control my mind. That's why I don't believe in therapy. Great, wonderful. You got to talk to somebody, cool. But at the end of the day, when you got done talking with them, are you going to fix your fucking problems? Or are you just sitting in that chair crying like a baby back bitch to somebody so they can feel how hard your life is? And then you go back living your hard life. Or are they somebody who's calling you on the carpet and say, look, motherfucker, this is what you got to do. And then you go and do it. That's cool. That's fine with me. That's straight. But that therapy shit where you go sit around and cry and bitch and moan how hard your life is and then do nothing to change it, well, no fucking wonder, Johnny. No question why your life fucking sucks, because you don't do anything to change it. Stop using all these little things as a cop-out. Man, it's what we talk about with the gym. Stop using the gym to justify your life. Use these things to improve your life, to make yourself better, man. And one day you just got to look in the fucking mirror and say, I'm not accepting this anymore. I'm not accepting this bullshit for me. This is who I am. This is what I got to do. And this is how I'm going to change. Who's to say, who's to know? And if your beard's a little itchy, pick up some Cremo. They don't pay me for this show, but Swirl One just reminded me.
I'm going to tell you, you want some real beard stuff, go to Le Labo. Trust when I tell you. Just write it down right now.
Hey.
Go to Le Labo. I know many people with beards. That's the spot.
I like what you're saying. I just Cremo has my heart. Cremo, Cremo.
If you have not checked it out,
their mint beard cream.
You need to trust me.
If you just
gotta trust me on this one.
If you could feel this right now,
I bebelieve you. I don't need to feel your face to find out.
This
I will tell you this:
buttery soft.
You have to trust me. There's a reason why.
Le Labo. Hey, I wrote it down, chicken sucker. I don't just listen to things and not fucking follow up. Who's to say? Who's to know? Okay, friends. Well, there's your first segment of the day. I'd say that's a hell of a start to the old 597.
I feel great. I don't know about you.
I feel great, man. And I'm going to tell you what, we're going to be feeling even better because we got some clips. We got some clips today, my friend. I feel like they just keep getting better and better and better. So let's not hesitate. Let's not delay. Let's keep this proverbial show car drifting around the corners of change. Let me plug in my laptop, literally on 7%. We'd have lost the whole show. Now we're here. We're good. Let me make it clear as we get into the second segment of the day. Your Reaction Refinery. Alrighty then, friends. Let's get right on into it. No hesitation, no delay. We got 4 clips up on tap for you here today. We're going to say hello to a businessman. We're going to say hello to a guru. Going to say hello to another businessman. And then say hello to the GOAT. Who's to say, who's to know? But we begin, my friends, by saying hello to the founder of MySpace. Whoa. Been a long time
Dude,
since we heard
shout
about
out Tom, man.
Huh?
Shout out Tom. That guy was
Tommy.
we did Tom bad. Let me just
Yeah.
say that. We did Tom bad.
Yeah, we kind of fucked Tom up. Who's to say?
We should have been staying on his. I mean, this guy was teaching us coding back when nobody knew anything about it.
Tom was doing the thing, bro. Tom was doing the thing. And then
we traded him for the Zuck. I mean, what's wrong with us? We
that's
fucked that
rough.
one up.
That's rough. We did kind of fuck that one up. Now, this young man here, he did some various things with MySpace, did some things with some other companies. He's done a lot of building in the old entrepreneurial sphere. He is the one and only Mr. Michael Jones, here to tell us this morning a little story between MySpace and Spotify and how you have a reason for your desires.
Told you that the reason why you want certain things so deeply is because it's already yours at some point on your timeline. When I was running MySpace, we were at about 100 million users, and we were watching the growth of Spotify happening in Europe, and Spotify was planning their entrance into the US market. I sat down for lunch with Shaq and Daniel, the CEO and COO of Spotify, and suggested that maybe we consider merging the companies or allowing us to acquire them. Daniel looked me in the eye and he said, Mike, this is what you don't understand. The 100 million MySpace users you have are actually Spotify users. They just don't know it yet. And there's just such a king statement of like, look, I've got the best product. I'm coming into your market. I'm gonna take your audience. I'm gonna bring them onto my platform because they are my users. They just don't know it yet. So this quote of saying, what if I told you that the reason you want certain things so deeply is because it's already yours, is an interesting vision as it relates to a CEO, where you actually feel the future and you're just working towards that point in time.
Bro, powerful. And there's so many companies out there that miss their calling. Look at Blockbuster. Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix and didn't buy it, and they could have 100%, and they didn't. They thought they were nothing, and guess what happened? Netflix put them out of business. I mean, it's exactly what that is. It's amazing to see people don't understand that, your audience exists. That's why me and Capp do this. Our audience exists. It's already out there. It's here. We're going to make sure it comes. And I'm not worried about how many people see it today or tomorrow. I'm more worried about, hey, who's going to see a short, clip? Who's going to see a little? And that's going to be the piece that, and I don't expect, one show to just go nuts, but I do expect something we say to spark something in somebody, to share to the right person, or somebody to clip it and put it in the right place. And all of a sudden, bam, something amazing happens to that. But you know what? I already believe that's going to happen. I'm already in that mindset. I don't have to worry about, hey, what's going to happen? When's that going to happen? I just know it's going to be a matter of time. And as long as I continue to show up every day, that's why I get up at 4 a.m. to be here. It's going to happen. I've already seen the future. I'm just creating it. I'm walking towards that future. And every day I stay on that path. And I wrote this down way earlier because we were talking about the people. And as you grow and walk the path, you will find your people. When you don't find your people, when you're standing there in the same spot all the time. You know why? Because your scenes never change. The people never change. And the ones that do change are those that are walking through your life, not in your life. And there's a total difference to that. So pay attention to that.
Hell yeah. I love talking about desires, man, because, a lot of people don't know that our language comes from a Latin root, and there are SIC codes that businesses operate on, and they still operate on Latin. And there is a whole, you want to talk about economic masonry. Whoa, that's a whole other rabbit hole you don't even want to go down right now at 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Who's to say, who's to know? But look at desire. The Latin root of desire, desire, of the Father. Of the Father. Desire literally is of the Father. What you desire is coming straight from you. So think about what I've said before. God gives a thought, a passion, a dream to 100 people across the entire globe. Let's say 1,000, right? And then slowly but surely, one falls off. One stops believing. One doesn't think that they can get there. One doesn't think they have all the passion. One lives in the scarcity mindset. And eventually now it's down to 20 people. How much further are you willing to go? How much more are you willing to get it than those other 19? And if you say it will be me every single time, then it will be you. But you have to believe it. If it is on your heart, it is because it already exists out in this world. Manifestation isn't it about creating something out of thin air and then boom, one day it just falls in your lap. Manifestation is about tapping into the thing that already exists and focusing all your energy on becoming the best version of you and clearing the path so you can go right to that thing and there's no barricades. That's desires. So those things you want, you dream about, you have passion about, you wake up in the morning thinking about, you go to bed thinking about that thing, you're supposed to do it. It's supposed to be yours. And if you are not chasing after it, if you're not taking a can of gasoline and dumping it on that little flame, you are doing your father a severe disservice. He has entrusted you in this world to take that and run with it and become the best version of it because he knows you can handle it. But you say, oh, I can't get through this day. I can't do that. I don't. You will never be walked to anything that you will not be walked through. Have that faith, have that confidence, and your desires will come true. I'm a poet now. You really know it. First clip of the day is behind us now, baby. And we get into the second one of the day. One that I'm a big fan of. This one was making its rounds around the internet about a year ago. It's an older clip. This man right here is an absolute legend. It's probably one of my favorite speeches of his. He has done so many different thoughts and perspectives and this, that, and the third. And I honestly found him when I was reading Take Your Time by Eknath Easwaran. They were great friends, a lot of similar perspectives, a lot of things they did together. So this morning, we're going to say hello to the one and only Sadhguru. And he's going to tell us about what we control.
Is they're doing that. I said, my life is not about them, it's about me. It's about how I am. It's about me. It doesn't matter how they are, that's their choice. But how I am is my choice. This is my way. No matter what they do, I'm like this. Because I have not given that freedom to anybody, that somebody can freak me, somebody can make me angry, somebody can make me happy, somebody can make me unhappy. These privileges I kept to myself. It's time you do that too. Because if somebody else can decide what can happen within you right now, isn't this the ultimate slavery? Huh? Isn't this? Someone else can decide what should happen within you. What happens around you, of course, so many people decide. What happens around us is not 100% ours. But what happens within me must be my making, isn't it?
First
I love the way that talks.
I love him, man. I love Sadhguru. And the first time I ever heard him say, is that not ultimate slavery? It just fucked up my mind. And every single day, since the day I've heard that, I think about that. Am I letting other people put me in chains? Because you know that Eagles lyric. So oftentimes it happens that we live our lives in chains and never even know we have the key. Yo, we're already dealing with enough of our own fucking chains. Am I letting somebody else put chains on me? Am I letting them tie me down and control my emotions and my anger and my feelings and whatever it might be? If so, I need to change. I need to do some soul searching, because if somebody has that much power over me to freak me or to make me lose my mind or get angry, like he said, I have no power over myself. And if I have no power over myself, how can anyone expect me to have power over anything else in this life? If I can't control my own emotions, how can I control a business? How can I control a network of people? How can I control directions and thoughts and relationships if I can't control my own self? Think about that ultimate slavery one time.
Bro, I tell you, it's interesting to see that, you know, he literally hit the nail right on the head. If you give other people power, if you give those thoughts power, if you give those words power, they will 100% enslave you to that stuff. And that's what you don't want. That's why you have toxic relationships. That's why you have people who don't think about themselves in a high light, because all of a sudden, you know, they literally look at everything happening around them and feel like, oh, I got no control. Well, you do have control. You have a lot of control. You have more control than you think. You would control every bit of your life. If you don't think you got enough time, get up earlier. If you don't think you got enough money, stop spending 2 hours to buy a coffee. Like literally, we've got things out there that will help you if you're just paying attention. And so one of the things that I put out on the timeline today, and 2 reasons why people don't mind their own business. 1, no mind. 2, no business. It's true. They don't have anything going for them, right? That's why they've got to be in front of everybody else when they're doing something. So that's the thing. Hey, if I'm minding my own damn business, I ain't got time to worry about what Capp's doing. Buddy, that has no bearing on my day whatsoever, right? And the best part about that is I know for a fact that if I am, hey, you guys know that, and I brought this up before, if you know, hey, minding your P's and Q's, if you know what that means, most people don't even know what that means. It's minding your pints and your quarts, right? If you know back in Prohibition, and everybody would have to go and count their pints in the quarts, that's what, go mind your P's and Q's. What does that mean? It means go do your job. That's what minding your P's and Q's means. It doesn't mean mind your business, get your nose out of it. No, it means stop worrying about what's going on around you and what the bartender is doing upstairs or what the waitress staff is doing over here. Why don't you go make sure that your job is done before you start looking around at everybody else? There's a lot to learn from that. People are always worried about what's going on everywhere else, and they haven't even done their own damn job yet. They haven't even made their bed. They haven't done their 100 push-ups. They haven't gone anywhere to do anything for good in their life today, but yet they're still going to turn the TV on and wonder what, I don't know, DJ T's doing, right? Or they're going to turn, the X on and get mad at somebody that said something in the comments, right? Because you know why? Because they have no mind and no business. That's why they don't have anything to do with their life. That's why they have no goals. That's why they do that. It's not what me and Capp do. That's not what we're up to. We got things to do. I've got things to do. I don't have time to worry about what Capp's doing. I got shit to do today. I got to catch a plane. I got to get my hair cut. I got a gag space. I've got DJ parties. Come on, man. I can't worry about what you're up to.
He says they've got no mind and they've got no business. Holy sorry if that one smacked you right in the soul. We move on into the third clip of the day, my friends, and a young man who I am just now becoming acquainted with. I did not know who the legend Kendall Ficklin was, but let me tell you, this guy's a stone cold killer. I'm talking motivation. I'm talking entrepreneurial. I'm talking just being a doggone man. This guy right here, woohoo! Shout out Kendall Ficklin as he joins us this morning and tells us about the game.
Game ain't over until we check out. And as long as I'm playing the game, I need to add new skills, new skill sets, new tactics, new strategies to my game in order for me to play this game at the highest level. So this game of life, this game of being a man, this game of being a father, this game of being a businessman, a brother, a friend, the game, I want to be able to play it at the highest levels. So that means I got to become the very best version of me.
Yeah, man. It is. That's why I call it the game called life, man. I say it all the time. And I got to tell you, I've never always had the best mindset. I've not always had the best mindset. Just like anybody else, I failed before. Just like anybody else, I didn't believe in myself before. But you know what happened? I ended up one day realizing that, the only way I'm going to get better is I've become the best version of myself. I've said it to you guys before. I have failed so many times in so many different relationships and so many different things that I've tried to start to do or continue or pick up or whatever. And the one thing I'll always say is that, hey, you know what? The next person that gets me is going to get the best version of Swirl they've ever seen. And you know what? I'm not saying that because I think they're going to think that. It's because I know that. I know that there's certain things that I don't do anymore that I know I did back then. I know that as much as I'd like to say, hey, well, so-and-so sabotaged that relationship or whatever, what part of it was mine, right? And I know I was not clean on any of those. I think about my life and I think about people's lives that are around me. And, we start talking about past relationships, whether it's a family member, like, me and Capp both didn't really know our dads. Well, he knew his dad better than I did, but I didn't know mine at all. Right. And now they're both gone from this world. I think about that and I'm like, that stuff doesn't bother me. You know why? Because that person never did anything to change my life or make me better. And as long as I understand that, then I can't be sad for those things that didn't help me. I got to mourn the old me for the new person that I'm out there now, because the person that's out there now doesn't remember what it used to be like to be that guy. He doesn't remember what it's like to be scared of women or to get a girlfriend and be literally run around by that girl left and right. I was thinking about it yesterday on some things that happened. I was like, man, I literally let myself just get run around. Like, that's not going to happen anymore. Like, it doesn't. And that's probably why I'm single at this point. I'm okay with that, because when the time comes, things will come in my way, just like everything else. I've got a lot going on right now. When he said it's hell in the hallway, right here, guys, you're looking at somebody who really at this moment in time is hell in the hallway. I am living it right now. My life is so far up in the air. You guys looking at me like, oh, he's got it all figured out. You have no idea what I'm doing right now. You have no idea. I can't even talk about it, but I'm telling you, there's so much happening that my whole life will be different in 2025. 1,000,000% different. I'm saying that as clear as day to you guys. My life will be different in 2025. And I'm not saying that because I'm making small changes. Everything's going to change.
Damn straight. Got to keep playing the game. And, you know, how JK said in there, struggle is what frees a man. You know, you got to be willing to just continue to play the game. And I've heard some guys in this motivational and inspirational lane and in the things that we do that are much, much bigger than us, that have been pounding the old stone of, I don't need anyone, I don't need anything, and I've made it, fuck off, stop sending me your DMs. Okay. When I lap your ass, don't fucking call me. Stare at my eyes. When I lap your fucking ass, don't call me. My number was the exact same when you saw my little podcast on your timeline and you decided to be a hoe and not share my show. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So next time when you see this fucking thing where it's going to go, and you know that we're the dogs that don't give up, and you know that we're the ones that fucking set the standard, lose my number. I don't need you. Point blank, period. I'm sick and fucking tired of that shit, bro. I'm so tired of motherfuckers who have reached this level, and I'm the best. I don't need to learn anything. I've won the game. Motherfucker, you still got another 40 fucking years of this game the way I see it, and you've won? You've won? Okay, keep thinking you won. You got another year before life goes boom and smacks you in the back of the head, and you're laying in the fucking dick in the dirt while everybody's staring at you. Keep fucking around. Keep fucking around.
You know what I would say, bro, to that right there? If you think you've won, until you've done as many side quests as Shaq, then you have not won. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it out loud. You have not won. I don't care who you are. Until you've done the side quests of Shaq, you have not won. That man is, even Snoop Dogg, let's talk about him, and you like it, don't like the guy, whatever. But the side quests these guys are on, they've won. You know why? Because they've done everything. I have no more to prove. So now what are they doing? They're experiencing life. They know they've only got so many more years, and they're out there just doing it, right? You've never arrived. You will never arrive. And when you do arrive, you'll be talking to your maker.
Oh, yeah. Straight facts, man. Straight facts. I don't act like I'm better than anybody. This game is never done. This is never done. And I know that there are people who don't even do half the shit that I do in a day that I can learn shit from, that I gain value from, that I get better because of. That mindset just never made sense to me. And I don't think it ever fucking will. Who's to say? Who's to know? But I'll tell you what mindset always made sense to me. That's the mindset of a doggone champion. A mindset of a doggone killer. The mindset of a dog. That when everybody says, oh, you're too cocky, I said, well, thank you. You just keep thinking that. And I'll let them see me and my talent shine in the bright lights. Much like this man, who is the GOAT in many people's books. Don't you dare say LeBron. It ain't Kobe, even though we love him. This man right here, the one, the only MJ. I was actually supposed to be named Michael Jordan Sroka, but I got Colton James.
Surprise,
fuck, that would have worked out a lot better. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? A wrong color probably wouldn't have worked out too well. I was supposed to be named Michael Jordan Sroka. Who's to say? Who's to know? However, you're dealing with Colton James, and we get to say hello to Michael Jordan this morning. And this one right here, it's going to get you fired up. He's here to tell us this morning about that champion mentality.
Michael, game on the line. Who would take the last shot?
Me. That's a dumb question. Me.
He hauls off and hits me in the chest. And I just haul off and hit him right in the fucking eye.
What, 3 games now, right? Jordan?
Clyde was a threat. You know, I'm not saying he wasn't a threat. But me being compared to him, I took offense to that.
He said organization wins championships. I said, I didn't see organization playing with the flu in Utah.
I didn't see him playing with, with the bad ankle. Well, who you shooting at? We go play 1-on-1 me and you right now. Damn. Just because Krause liked him was enough for me. You think he's a great defensive player? Okay, fine. I'm gonna show you that he's not. And we're walking off the floor and Tex look at me and says, there's no I in team. I say, Tex, it's not an I in team, but it's I in win. We're gonna high five, talk trash. Now I had a bone to pick with you. I'm supposed to kill this guy. I'm supposed to dominate this guy. And from that point on, I did. He walked right past me. Now I look at myself. Really? Oh, so that's how you're gonna play it. Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that. And it became personal with me.
I did not like that dude, bro. He's just dude, LeBron don't talk like that. Let me just say that. And when he does, he's fucking arrogant. I just said it. I don't care. He's just an arrogant dude. But yeah, and Michael, you can call him arrogant, but here's what I would say. He played with the league's best when the league was actually a real league, when they would beat the shit out of each other on that court all day long. They did not have weak fouls. There was no flopping, none of that shit. These guys were dogs of that court, and he played with some of the best in the entire world that had to offer. And that mindset he has, I love it. It's that thing about life. When life kicks you and gets you down, what are you going to do? You're going to get up and punch it in the fucking face, or you're going to sit there and say, fuck, that hurt my ankle. I'm going to sit down here for a second, right? When you have the flu, are you going to say, that's the other thing. When you're sick, do you buy into this sickness that you have? We talk about quit saying stupid shit. When you're sick, I'm sick. That means you're going to stay home. Bullshit. Hey, if I'm not feeling good, guess what? I better feed myself right. I better get my workout in. I got to get my sweat on because I get this shit out of me, right? I don't look at it like, it's going to hurt my day or I need to. No. I don't have time for the flu. We don't have time. You know why? Because we've got to win today. And there's no other time. Like we talked about yesterday, you've only got right now. I love the whole mindset of Michael Jordan. The fact that every time somebody said something negative to him or walked past him and tried to slide him or act like he wasn't what he thought he was, he put their face in the sand and he let him know. And that's the thing. That's not cocky. That's just taking everything you do all day long and making sure that people realize that you stand on the things that you own. You stand on the talents that you have, and you are going to win today, regardless of what somebody says, regardless of how they treat you. It's not their problem to figure out. It's their problem to figure out how they're going to beat me.
One time for the one time. I mean, shout out MJ, man. How can you not get fired up over that little clip right there? That just,
he's awesome.
And that was my mentality. When I was playing sports, I was baseball, bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. We're down by 2 runs. Who's taking the swing? Me. Give me the bat. I got this. Every single time, I got this. Don't you worry, we're winning this game. And I went into that box every time with that cocky-ass mentality. It was my confidence. I knew I was supposed to be in that position, and I knew I was going to drive in those runs, and I knew we were going to win that game. And there was going to be no other thought in my mind than that right there. And every single time I walked into that box with that confidence, the pitcher started to shrink down. Shoulders shrugged a little bit. Oh, no, I got to face this Soroka cat. Oh, fuck, we've heard about him. Oh, no, we don't want to be around him. Is that what people say about you? Oh, we've heard about this swirl cat. Oh, shit. Oh, we've heard about that Derek guy. Oh, shit, we don't. Oh, no, we've heard about what the fuck he brings to the table. Oh, no, are we going to measure up? Oh, shit, right? Is that what you bring to the table? And, somebody, just that little bit of disrespect was enough for Michael. Maybe they didn't even disrespect him. Right? They just barely walked by him, didn't say hi to him or whatever. All right, that's enough. Cool. You want to acknowledge me in my presence? All right, cool. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel that on the court. And that's just the difference between winners and losers, man. Having that dog-ass mentality of just I am the best, and you are going to feel it all game long. I'm going to run you up and down this court, and you are going to wish you would have shook my hand before this motherfucking game, boy. You don't know the dog that you just got in the race with. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Man. Hey, now, shout out the one and only Michael Jordan, Kendall Ficklin, Sand Guru, and Mr. Michael Jones. Damn, some good clips this morning. Woo-hoo-hoo! There is your reaction refinery, my friends. It's time to get into the last segment of the day. I saw a couple of questions out there. The live chat's been popping, so let's dive in to your answers from the Anvil. Okie dokie, artichokes, we have officially reached the final segment of the day, where we dive into the live chat or the emails and answer your questions, baby. So no hesitation, no delay. Let's get right on into it. DEEZYY, what do we got out there, my guy? I saw some questions live in the chat. Mrs. Metal, Debbie Estes says, great morning, fam. We have made it to Friday. What goal did you crush this week? Take time to celebrate yourself for all you've done right. My goal is just staying focused on the 5 things. I've just been hitting the 4 and 5 things, just checking the boxes. And whenever I come across something that's not in the 4 or 5 things, I push it to the side and I keep adding to the 4 or 5 things. And that's something I wasn't doing before. And it's sure finding a lot of success and helping me a lot with my day in and day out monotony. Who's to say, who's to know? So I'm pretty proud of that goal right now. That's how I'm feeling, Swirl One.
I'll tell you what, my goal, and it sounds so simple, was to get up and get on this show every single day this week while I was in this town. It's not easy. People won't do it. Nobody wants to get up this way. It's hard. I did it every week, and I feel amazing. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, when I started this week and I said, here's what my goal is, I literally told myself, here's what I'm going to do. And I thought, this is going to be hard for me. It's going to be hard to do. It's not an easy thing to get up in this city when most people just get home at the time that I'm waking up, right? That means I got to be prepared the day before. It means I can't fall victim to all the vices that are out there, which there's a million of them in this city. So that's the goal, and I'm glad I did it this week. Of course, a lot of other things I did accomplish, but truth be told, I really made that a big deal this week. I wanted to be here every single day. And the only reason why I couldn't be here Tuesday is because I was flying, right? Even the way I scheduled this flight right here was so I could make this show. So I'm just telling you guys, that's the goal I made, and that's the goal I achieved.
Hell yeah. Thanks for reaching that goal, Swirl One. Don't know what we would have done without you, my guy. What else we got out there, D's? Ooh, Mama Capp in the chat. I read this earlier. I like this a lot. She says, how do you differentiate between it's God's will for you to do something or your own selfish desires?
That's easy for me anyway. I look at this a certain way. What's the motivation? What are you trying to get out of it? If you're looking for it because, hey, you want to get, I don't know, the badass girl or the guy, that's a desire thing, right? But if you're looking to put something in front of you because it's going to make your life better and it's going to have a bigger meaning than that, you know, hey, I want to be a millionaire so I can have a Lamborghini. You're gonna fail. Let me just tell you that it's not even gonna work, right? That's a selfish desire. But if I want to be a millionaire because I want to be able to take care of my family as they get older, I want my daughter to be okay. I know that I need that because as I start my businesses, I'm gonna need more money later. Like as you start talking about what that's gonna do for you, that's when God starts moving things for you, and He licks that envelope like we talked before, and He sends it out there and doesn't give you a time frame on it. But that's when it happens. When you say things like, hey, I'm going to do this, and you've got a real motivation for it, things will happen for you. And that's the difference. A lot of people out there are living with their own, hey, I'm going to get this because I want the Ferrari, I want the girl, I want the corner lot, apartment, whatever it might be. That's why people go bad. That's the desire it's the selfish desire, why we want it. That's why it doesn't become God's will.
100%. I always question right about just the exact same thing. Is it material or is it movement? Am I chasing after something, or is this pushing me down my path? Is this getting me to a better version? And I tell you, the best way to know if you're doing God's will is to spend every fucking moment with Him. Spend every single moment of the day saying, hey, what do you think? What do you think about this, God? Hey, thanks for giving us this opportunity. Appreciate you letting me be on the show right now. This is pretty cool. Thank you. Am I doing your will? Okay, cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, back onto it. You'll know, you feel it. You can feel it inside when you're not doing the thing that you know you're supposed to do. You can hear the better version of you in the next room over clearing his or her throat saying, dumbass, dumbass, don't do that. Dumbass. And you still do it anyway? Who's to say, who's to know? You know. You just got to listen. Got to be open. Ephatha. Have them eyes open to the things that are coming your way. Is it material or is it movement? Shout out Mama Capp. Appreciate the question this morning. What else we got out there, D's? Oh, another Derek Snow question. That's always a good one. Great morning, Colton Swirl. What are a few habits you've implemented in your life and found to be the most beneficial and helped you level up your life game? One for me. It's the core building block of every single thing that I try to teach. Controlling your brain. Controlling your brain. In the small little things become big, massive things. Just control your brain and just work on it. Watch the thinker every little moment. Watch the thinker while you're communicating with God in every moment. Watch the thinker, and that's going to help you. It's going to help you make the right decisions. And when inevitably the big shit of life comes up and the big decisions where you really need the brain power, it's going to be easier for you to access into that stuff. Tell you what, just controlling the brain is the core of me, man. And that is what has helped me level up my game and living in abundance. Stop saying stupid shit. Stop being negative about things. Those two things have turned my entire life around. I'll tell you what.
I would say really the biggest thing is that, I've looked at every single day as an opportunity now. And there was never that was never it for me before. So when I get up in the morning, I know that I've got so many things I got to get done. And I look at it in a way that I don't ever feel overwhelmed, because here's the thing. If I could clear something out of my path yesterday that I don't have to do today, it only makes me that much better. So I consistently, and the thing I'll say is I tell myself I'm not lazy. You're not lazy. You don't stop doing things like this. You do things like this. You do the hard things. And I've been talking myself into doing things over and over again for years. And every time I think I don't have something handled, I realize how many times I've done that thing before, or how many times I've overcome something like that. And then I just remember, hey, I know I've got this. I know I can do this. It's just like right now with what's going on and everything in my life. And the other thing too is I started really embracing the get up early mentality. I really have. I can get more done. I have so much more accomplished in my day than most people do by 10, 30, 11 a.m. Most people don't even get that much done in the entire day, right? And can I do more? Of course I can. Can I be more effective? Absolutely. That's the thing, is I look for ways to try to make myself better. I don't just like now, I'm going to go home. Guess what? My house is clean. My dishes are done. My laundry's done, other than what's inside this bag right here. So, when I get home today, am I going to be like, oh my gosh, my house is a mess. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to get on. No, it's going to feel great because I took care of all of that before I left. When I knew I got back, I was going to be busy. It's already done. It's out of my mind. I can worry about tomorrow.
Hell yeah. One other thing that I thought too is, Matt, one moment at a time. Live life one moment at a time. And remember that life responds to effort. Those are two of my note cards that I look at every single day. Matt, life responds to effort. Life responds to effort. Matt. That's just to change a life one moment at a time. That'll help that whole laying in your bed in the morning, spinning in a Rolodex of your mind before you push the toes in the ground too. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out D Snow. Great question this morning, my guy. We appreciate you. What else we got out there? Any other questions? Anything good? JK Big Time says, don't pray for money. Pray for wisdom, knowledge, patience, and sound of mind. Ooh, seems like those things would help you keep that money. Who's to say, who's to know? What a novel idea there. Shout out to the Live Doggy Dog. He says, great show again this week, gentlemen. Thanks for making a huge impact in our lives daily. Fist pound to us. Shout out to you, brother. Fist pound right back at you. We appreciate you, Live Dog. Who else? Mr. Motion. If you put no one else in position, you're bragging for nothing. Ooh, like that perspective. What's that other one he's got down there? Yeah, we're good here. Oh, that too. If someone is cocky enough to think they're better than you, be confident enough to prove them why they're wrong. Shout out Mr. Motion. We appreciate the hell out of you. You missed him on the networking meeting last night. This man was fired up. I'll tell you what.
There's no way I could have been there, bro.
I know.
It was absolutely impossible.
Hey, it's all good in the hood, man. We had a nice little meeting. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out to friends at Radio Free Hub City. It's amazing how many more friends you suddenly have when you become successful. Who's to say, who's to know? That is a shocker. What else we got out there, Dees? Anybody good? Any other perspectives? Guess who's going to let their light shine today? Me! Thank you for a great message and start to the day. Shout out to you, Mama Cap. We appreciate you. Shout out to all of you beautiful humming beings live in prime time in the chat one time. DZ scrolling through one more time, just checking to see if we got anything else earth-shattering, later breaking. Jared Albright says, I'm going to kick today's ass. Let's fucking go. You better believe it. Shout out Gator. Great morning, my guy. Great morning, Open. We appreciate you being in the live chat. And Donnie. Great morning, Aunt Donnie. Big love to you. Angel SD. Shout out, baby. Grammy P. One time for the one time. Look at all these beautiful humming beings. Jeff Damascus Ogleby. One time for the one time. Shout out, my guy. Great to see you in here. Shout out all you beautiful humming beings over there in the chat. Thanks for the questions this morning. We certainly appreciate you helping us continue to go and flow on the third segment of the day. But that's your answers from the Anvil, baby. And my friends, the co-host with the Mo-host has a flight to catch. We got to get him on up and out of here for today. So DJ Swirl One, any final thoughts, closing reminders, perspectives, anything in between for episode 597 and what has been another electric week of growth?
I'll say this, the sun is out right there, and as soon as he said flight to catch, I heard a plane go right over me. So I'm like, wow, okay, yeah, I definitely do. So I'm going to be heading over to the airport, get myself ready to rock. Today is going to be an amazing day for you because you started here. B, you have the opportunity to make it amazing. So you can do that if you want to, or you can just be in Eeyore. It's up to you. I'm not going to change your mind. I'm not going to even try to change your mind. It's up to you to do that. But here's what I will say. If you need a little bit more, you can always show up tonight. We're going to have GAC Spaces live on the X app, so you can show up over there and hear me go crazy, talk about the raffles, the GAC pots, and all the cool things we got going on at the Grand Babe Country Club. And then we shall kick the doors open to Club GACC and be live in prime time tonight, just throwing the vibes all over the room. Lights, action.
Hey. Sipping serum with your grandma, hit it on the green, she feel it in the spring, now we know she on the team. Party at the country club, it's all me. Told to hit the haters, fall asleep on elevators. Now there's money in the mattress, money in the cabinets. Dinner serum spicy, but you know I gotta have it.
That thing right here next to me, throw in my bag.
Pulling like Jordan, still getting my traction. Waiting for the time, I get out of 3. See your grandma at the club, she get plenty. She be talking to the thugs, trying to get me.
Baby, I'm repping.
I be on the time. I'm a great time.
Come on.
We get wild,
we talk shit.
No
stop it. Oh, hey!
Did
you verify that? You know we up next day. Where did all my teeth go? Saw your grandma nigga straight through the peephole.
When I'm in my studio, I can scream the OA, but in here, they will. I mean, I'm the only. They're going to kick me out. They'd kick me out at this point. No, they're not going to kick me out. All right, anyway, so that's where I'm going to be. I will see you guys all over the place. I appreciate that. Hey, do me a favor, share the show to somebody, clip something up, put it on the timeline. Make sure you tag me and Capp in it. We'd love to see your thoughts, see what you guys like about the show. But we will be here all week next week with the same energy, the same momentum, all the things for you guys to get your days fueled up to forge a path down this amazing thing we call life. So with that, I'm going to check out because I'm going to check out, go get on a flight. So have a great day. I'll see you guys tonight on the greens. Thank you for being here. Forge and Fuel.
Shout out Swirl One. We appreciate the hell out of you, my guy. Thanks for all the perspectives, thoughts, and vibes all morning long. Wouldn't want to start the day with anybody else, baby. Appreciate you getting all these people fired up, forged and fueled for their Fridays. Have a fantastic trip back to the HQ. We'll see you on the opposite side. And that's a hell of a time to give you another reminder in case you missed it. Tonight, TGIF GAC Spaces. One time for the one time at 8 p.m. Eastern. 5 p.m. Pacific. I had to think about that for a minute. That'll be hosted from the Grandpa Ape CCX account. Then, promptly following that, about an hour and a half after the beginning of that, right about 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, we will kick down the doors of Club GACC and DJ Swirly D. DJ Swirl One. Swirl One. We'll be spinning all night long. Mr. Turned Up himself, the heavy hitter, letting it go, catching a flow. Don't miss out. Who's to say, who's to know? You can catch that on What's that app? Twitch. I couldn't think of Twitch. Jeepers creepers. You can catch that on Twitch, or if you're a grandpa holder, you can be live in prime time in GAC Radio Live. Or if you're a member of the Diamond Hand fam, we can get you a little Gactivity pass. Get you in there for free. Get you in the VIP section. Get you a couple of drinks off the bottle one time. Who's to say, who's to know? But I'll be in there with my banana hammock on all night long. Also, speaking of, if you are not already in the gateway and you've been thinking about it, well, come on and start your 7-day free trial today. I'm not going to tell you all about it or what's going on in there. Just know it is a place of pure mental, physical, and financial growth and nothing but positivity. Also, there's some red pills. There's some rabbit holes. We're talking about the shit nobody else is talking about, and there ain't nobody that can shut it down or tell us that we got to stop posting this way or talking about that thing. No. We are the ones, the 1%ers, the super soldiers. Shout out to the whole Diamond Hand fam, all the you OGs. And if you want to become an OG today, start your 7-day free trial. Hop in the gateway. Bye-bye. Also, looking for any pertinent links for DHMG, GACC, or anything in between, you can find it in this episode's description. If you're listening to the show on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, somewhere over there, you can also find it in this episode's description as well. And last but certainly not least, if you haven't already, we would certainly appreciate you if you hit that subscribe button on the show. It only helps us continue to grow day by day. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, share some stuff out on the timeline. If you see it out there, you see a clip, we certainly appreciate the hell out of you. When you like it, you repost it, you let the people know, maybe leave a little comment, little quote post, whatever it is. We appreciate the hell out of you.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
And it is because of you guys that we get to grow every single day. And we get this opportunity to show up and share our messages and share our perspectives. And if you get something out of this show, if it makes you laugh, it makes you cry, it makes you think, it shifts your perspectives, moves a thought, changes a muscle in a positive direction, then we're doing our job. And you should let the people know. Don't be a hoe. Let the people know. Let's keep on growing this electric morning show. Woo! Woo! That's all I got for your reminders. Nothing else major outside of that, I don't think. Yeah, if you missed last night's bi-weekly networking meeting in the Gateway, you missed a meeting. Oh, shit. The recording is posted. For those of you that want to check it out, if you want to go back in there and listen to it, but you got to be a member of the Gateway. You got to be in there to be able to listen to the recording and see what we talked about. I'm going to tell you what, it was a meeting. We lasted the whole 2 hours. We actually went over 2 hours last night. Banger and a half. Shout out to all of you that were there last night. Definitely gave me a great ending to the day. And I started this morning just already thinking about you guys and just, oh, man, wow, oh, where are we going to go? Oh, is that?
Another one.
Fired up. So thank you. Appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you. And outside of that, my friends, that's a wrap. Paper or plastic? Put a bow on that son of a bitch. Episode 597 is officially over. No mas, no mo. Talking about all this good motivation, inspiration, and positive vibrations. But that doesn't mean that we can't go share it with the world. My friends, I'm telling you right now that as we close the door of the week and as you open up the doorway of the weekend and you walk into that hallway, I asked you leave those trials and tribulations from this past week at that doorway and you go into this weekend chasing nothing but triumphs. Please use this weekend to build the life you've been dreaming about, not to escape the life that you're currently living. Remember that you are kind, you are smart, you are important, and you are loved. Go shine your light on this world so bright that they don't know what time of day it is when you're around. Turn those frowns upside down, share a smile, hold the dough, go and have that conversation for a little while. You never know whose life you might change. And also, as you go about the next few days until we see you again on Monday, I ask that you remember that number one, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse. Number two, even a dead fish can go with the flow. And number three, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, I ask you keep in mind that DHMG, we don't only hold, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shout out To each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to show up each and every day. Thank you for another electric week of growth, allowing us to share our messages with each and every one of you, baby. Appreciate you setting the change, the precedent that we want to see not only on YouTube or X or Facebook or some Spotify or Amazon or Apple, but in this entire wide world. Thank you for being the difference. Thank you for being the 1%. Thank you for being super soldiers. And most importantly, for you OGs, thanks for being the Diamond Hand fam. Appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. We'll catch you on the flip side tonight. TGIF, GAX spaces. Maybe another space before then. Maybe a Discord. Maybe a VC. Maybe the Gateway, baby. Who's to say, who's to know? Wherever you find yourself on the consistent, persistent pursuit of pioneering your passions, we will be right by your side doing the same thing with ours. But for now, my friends, for me, for the one and only Mr. Producer, DEEZYY, wouldn't be able to do this show without my guy each and every day. The co-host with the
Thank you very
moment.
much. That's really nice. Thank you.
DJ Swirl One, the one and only DJ Swirl One. And for myself, Cap and Colt. Can't thank you enough. Cap, Colt, James, whatever the hell you call me. It's all good. Can't thank you enough for showing up today, for all your support, all your love. Thanks for investing your time here. We'll continue to pay it back to you by showing up each and every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions, baby. But for now, my friends, we bid thee adieu. We thank you. We tell you. We'll see you same time, same place on Monday morning. But for now, my friends, enjoy your weekend. Go spread some peace, love, and positivity. And baby, peace and love.